Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're unpacking something that looks like your classic, everyday piece of sports equipment, but is actually a highly sophisticated digital node. We're talking about the massive technological leap arriving at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, driven entirely by Adidas's incredibly high-tech new match ball. We're going to explore exactly how AI and real-time data tracking are fundamentally changing the mechanics of the world's most popular sport. Here is our roadmap for today. First up, the AI match ball. Second, inside the 500 Hz sensor. Third, the data transmission architecture. Fourth, solving controversial VAR calls. And fifth, aerodynamics and design. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the AI match ball. Meet the Triion. It's an AI-enabled match ball developed by Adidas. And what they've done here is just brilliantly combine classic sports technology with intense, real-time data tracking. So you're no longer just kicking a leather sphere around, you're actually interacting with a dynamic digital node on a fully connected pitch. It completely marries that classic, approachable football design with some really serious computing ambition.
And the physical design itself reflects the historic nature of the 2026 tournament. Since this is the very first triple-hosted World Cup, the ball's surface features these super cute symbols honoring the three host nations, Canada, Mexico, and the US. So the Triion proudly wears that history right on its exterior, even as it hides all that groundbreaking tech on the inside.
Moving on to Section 2, inside the 500 Hz sensor. So the absolutely crucial point here is this staggering number, 500. The Triion comes equipped with a built-in motion sensor operating at 500 Hz. To put that into perspective for you, standard broadcast cameras often capture about 50 to 60 frames per second. But this sensor? It's recording and transmitting data 500 times every single second. That means it captures micro movements that happen entirely between the frames of a television replay. This frequency is literally the key to the massive jump in on-pitch accuracy we're going to see. It's tracking a level of detail that the human eye could never, ever catch. By measuring changes in momentum at that insane 500 Hz rate, it mathematically detects the exact millisecond a player's boot brushes the ball, way before human vision could register the deflection. It's tracking every single touch, the exact ball movement, and the precise spin rate. Every rotation as it flies through the air is quantified instantly. So this isn't just about knowing roughly where the ball is. It's about knowing exactly how it's behaving at a microscopic level, creating this continuous high-fidelity data stream. But, well, with all that incredible processing power comes a slightly amusing reality. Because it utilizes connected ball technology to power those internal sensors, the Triion actually needs to be plugged in and charged before a match. Literally. Just like your smartphone or your laptop, this top-tier sports equipment has to take a little charging nap before kickoff to make sure it has the juice required to track the whole game. Let's move to Section 3, the data transmission architecture.
For the technical experts out there, let's see how this data pipeline actually operates and builds out. Step 1, the internal sensor tracks that initial touch data. Step 2, the system uses ultra-wideband technology to perfectly synchronize the ball data with pitch-side optical sensors and skeletal player tracking cameras scattered all around the stadium. Step 3, all of this multi-point data is aggregated to generate a complete 3D spatial view of the match. And finally, Step 4, this composite visual is transmitted with virtually zero latency straight to the match officials. It is just a seamless, split-second flow from a tiny microsensor all the way to a macro decision.
Which perfectly sets up Section 4, solving controversial VAR calls. Because ultimately, that entire digital pipeline we just walked through is built specifically to assist human officials. We're talking about speeding up decisions on notoriously debated game incidents, razor-thin offsides, those incredibly subtle handballs, and other key match incidents where human vision just naturally falls short. The 500 Hz tracking, combined with that 3D pitch view, gives referees definitive, mathematical proof of exactly when a ball was touched and where everyone was at that exact millisecond. So, the real human application of all this invisible tech is simply achieving better accuracy and fairness. FIFA's goal is super clear. They want to reduce controversial decisions and finally put an end to the years of intense debate we've seen over VAR calls. They're leveraging AI not to replace the referees, but to arm them with undeniable split-second accuracy. And finally, Section 5, aerodynamics and design. Now, this brilliantly illustrates the balance Adidas had to strike. Because let's face it, all those digital sensors inside are totally useless if the ball itself doesn't fly true.
The Triion features brand new panels with advanced texturing built specifically to perfectly stabilize its flight. This is a huge contrast to earlier iterations, like you might remember the infamous Jabulani, which was notorious for its highly unpredictable behavior in the air. The Trion's exterior is engineered to be as reliable and predictable physically as the sensors inside are digitally.
So that brings us to our final thought for this explainer. With a 500 Hz sensor, tracking every micro movement, a synchronized data architecture mapping the pitch, and a perfect aerodynamic shell, we really have to ask, does a fully 3D-tracked, AI-powered pitch fundamentally change the spirit of the world's beautiful game? As we eliminate human error and embrace this flawless, adorable AI technology, football is entering a radically new era. It's an absolutely fascinating intersection of sport and tech, and I highly encourage you to think about how you'll be watching the 2026 matches with all of this in mind. Thanks for exploring the Triion with me today.